Hello, I'm Hal Ottaway with the Wichita Postcard Club, and it's time once again for a postcard of the week. And this week, I want to introduce you to Andrew Campbell from Oklahoma. He's agreed to be our speaker at our Wichita Postcard Club meeting coming up this July 11th, this coming Saturday. Please join us then, and you're just going to go crazy as a postcard collector and aficionado of all of this hobby at seeing some of the wonderful cards in Andrew's collection. But first, let me turn this over to him and he can tell you the title of his talk and show us maybe an example. Thank you, Andrew, for being here.
Hey, Hal. Well, thank you so much for inviting me to do this. It's an honor. When you reached out to me, I'm thinking through, well, what am I going to present on? Because I'm not an expert in anything, but I love collecting a bunch of different topics. Most of them, as you know, are in the photography side, and real photo postcards fall into that. So during our presentation, I'm going to call it a photo menagerie or a photographic menagerie from my collection. Because it's not just one topic, it's going to be a lot of different topics and interests that I have just found fascinating over the last few years of collecting. So we'll talk about a lot of different things, including some of my newest collection, which is Oklahoma postcards, which I've never really been one to collect locations, and I'm just getting into that. So we'll talk a little bit about that as well as some local stuff to Blackwell.
Great. Did you bring a card along to show us today, Andrew?
I did, and I think it is a good representation of kind of how I collect. And this card will, it is actually a card of a postman or a postal service mail carrier carrying a baby in a photo studio. And I want to tell you why I found this interesting. I read a story back in 1914, a young girl, I think she was 5 years old, 5 or 7, I can't remember off the top of my head, was mailed via U.S. Postal Service between from her parents in one town in Idaho to her grandparents in another town of Idaho. And when I heard that story, I thought that is just fascinating. Shortly after that, within a year, the Postmaster General made new regulations that mailing children or mailing humans is not allowed. So it was only allowed for a short period of time. Uh, but there are a handful of photos out there of mailmen with children or mailing children. A lot of these are probably comical or just having fun in a photo studio. But hearing that story got me interested in trying to hunt one down. So now I actually have several in my collection, but this one here is one of my favorites.
Oh, I can see why. And please join us this coming July 11th for more of Andrew Campbell's great cards. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Thank you.